Alrighty, guys and gals, welcome back. It's the Naked Warrior, and I'm doing a voiceover for this particular episode.
How are you?
Because I had a dentist appointment. I had a tooth extracted. It was literally an hour after I recorded this, and I had gauze in my mouth, and the mouth was still numb. It's still a little bit numb, but I've taken the gauze out. Anyway, I'm pretty far behind, so I kind of had to get the recording done despite, just having gotten back from the dentist. But this episode, we're in South Shore. I flew here to Loch Madon, as you can see, and we are heading into the Badlands this episode, and we're just going to work on a little quest. We're going to find, I think it's Rydell's Lucky Pick, and I think we slay a few coyotes as well. Also have a couple of player sightings, which is kind of rare for this server. Bloodsail Buccaneers, classic era. There's some pretty high level mobs in here. We're right about in the middle of the level range. But this first little area through here isn't too bad. So we have a quest. I picked up the quest in Loch Madon, Badlands Reagent Run, I think it's called. So we need coyote fangs, stuff from buzzards, and something else, I think. So just a short little episode. I started to have a little bit of pain. About 15 minutes in, the Novocaine was starting to kind of wear off a little bit. Still a little pain now, but, it's manageable. A couple of Tylenol, and yeah, I'm going to get something to eat here, and I'm going to wait a few more hours, I think, and just... soft food. We're going to chew on the left side. Anyway, I have 2 more teeth that need to be extracted. Both on the right side, both on the back. And then hopefully she'll do the cleanings and all of that, because there's also some small cavities that need to be attended to. Probably what she wanted to do today, but like I said, it just... Some of these teeth that need to be pulled are kind of painful, and it just... I've already waited 3 months since my first appointment, so... But see how it goes next visit. I didn't actually get a follow-up. That's because my regular dentist... She didn't actually do the extraction. It was another dentist, and they didn't make the appointment, and I kind of forgot to do it on my way out. So I'll probably just call back up there, maybe tomorrow, call back up and see if I can get another one rescheduled. Anyway. Starving buzzards, coyotes, and what else do we need in here? I guess it's the prowlers or the cats or something. I'm not sure what they're called. Yeah, I think we need femurs from the cats. I'm assuming a gizzard or something from these buzzards, and then the fangs from the coyotes. So I'm actually watching this. I'm watching the raw video back, but I have the sound muted. So I'm just kind of sitting here in the silence watching a muted video and just, narrating over it. Because, the sound's already going to be in the recording, and if I didn't do that, it would be like this weird double kind of recording thing. Or sound thing. So we're going to be slaying these mobs over here to our left. The Dark Iron Dwarves over there, but I haven't gotten the quest yet. What's interesting about these Dark Iron Dwarves is they, the melee, there's a player down there from the guild Marooned. I think it's probably the only guild left on this server. But The melee Dark Iron Dwarfs over here, they have Sunder Armor too, and they consistently get 5 stacks on me, which I'll show you here in a little bit. I think it puts us down to like negative 1400 armor or something crazy. Because we have 120 from the armor pot up there, but, you know, that's not a lot. There's that player up there. I think he was herbing or mining in here. I don't think he even noticed me. But there is a gnome that runs up to us a little bit later. No interaction, but I tried to wave. Got a scroll of strength there. Man, I'll tell you, this dentist who did the extraction, I did not feel any pain through the entire thing. I was very thankful and grateful. She did a fantastic job. So it's not like the old days. I say the old days, the 70s and 80s. Those are the old days for me. But you go to the dentist these days, I mean, you have so many options to kill pain. But what they do here, they have this numbing gel. It tastes like cherry or something.
You got my attention.
And they numb the gum up first. And it only takes a few minutes. But when she did her shots, I did not even feel them. You know, I'm not somebody who likes needles, and especially dental work, right? But
what can I do for you? Off with you.
Great
to meet you.
Good job. I didn't feel any of the extraction except for, you know, like the pressure. And but, yeah, I was quite happy. And she, I mean, it took, I think, 30 minutes, the whole thing. If you're somebody who just can't take, you know, who can't take it at all, you can go to like an oral surgeon where they can actually give you whatever the gas is, that basically where you have no memory. I mean, you're awake, but you don't feel anything that way either. But yeah, so hopefully, you know, 2-3 more visits and I'll get these teeth that need to come out. And the 2 left that need to come out, they are completely broken off at the gum line, except for like a few jagged pieces sticking up. It's kind of a horrendous deal. I've had bad teeth for a long time. And it really got bad when I was fighting a lot. I used to get in fights all the time, and then I got into mixed martial arts, and then that didn't help. So I've had cracked teeth and all this stuff. And anyway, once I get these last 2, I can get all of the rest of the teeth cleaned up and hopefully good to go for a while there. So I was trying to figure out how many teeth I've had extracted in my life. The first one I ever had pulled, I think I was 17 years old. But I think I've had 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this was my 7th tooth. It was either my 6th or my 7th tooth. Just got pulled, and I still have 2 more. So what's interesting here with this pull I just did, I didn't even realize there was a mob directly below where I was just standing. And we did not pull it somehow. I didn't even notice it was there. I noticed after I killed this mob. But I got lucky here. We could have had 2 mobs. I mean, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. I would have just, like, reset the fight. But anyway, this is where I'm noticing the Sunder armors that they apply. And they're able to get their stacks up pretty quick if they choose to do it. Because they're not doing, like, Demo Shout, Battle Shout, you know, Heroic Strike. They're not doing any of that. They're just using... So there's that mob. It literally ran right over top of it. I am really surprised that it didn't pull. Oh, that's my timer. Alexa, turn off the timer. I'll be right back. I gotta take something out of the oven. Sorry about that. I don't know if this is the best thing to eat, but it's about all I've got left in my house. I have these, it's like a cauliflower crust pizza. They're actually, I mean, as far as pizza goes, it's not too bad. But they're pretty good. And they're, you know, it's like a medium-sized pizza. But man, it was a week or two ago, I had one of these, and it had finished in the oven, and I was taking it out, and I only have like a regular spatula, which is too small, right? I hadn't eaten. I was starving. It was like the only thing, and as I was taking the pizza out, I kind of have to balance it. It's not the best deal. What I need is like one of those pizza spatulas, like a wide one, but as I was taking it out of the oven and lifting it up, it caught the edge of the top of the stove, and the pizza flipped over on top of, half on like the burner controls and half on the burner, which was off, but it was so disappointing. Like half of the pizza slid off. Some of it went onto the oven door, it was a complete mess, man. I was so fucking disappointed. I mean, I ended up eating the pizza, but it was frustrating. Let's say that. I think I fall off the edge here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to keep my tongue away from the extraction site. It's pretty hard to do. I don't know what's up with the tongues, but you ever like burn the roof of your mouth, or you have that little piece of like weird shredded skin or something from maybe you've eaten like cereal that's sharp or whatever. You got that little flap of skin and your tongue just cannot leave it alone, right? It's like your tongue, like you have no control of it. It's just like, let me just fuck with this constantly. Just over and over and over. It's like obsessive. No, it's not that bad, the tooth, but I can feel the tooth in front of it where the one I just got pulled was, and it's kind of a weird feeling because the tooth in back of it was kind of blocking that tooth, but now I can feel the side of it with my tongue, and it just feels like alien or something. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm actually getting sick, which is kind of sucks. But I'm probably due to get sick here. So there's the flu's going around town here, and so if I do, hopefully it's just like a regular cold and not something worse. But I eat pretty healthy, and I take some decent-ish supplements, so hopefully, it's not too bad. Oh man, yeah. So the assistant that helps the dentist out, she's like, they're pretty much, I mean, they know what they're doing, obviously, but I think this girl may have been new or something. But if you've been to the dentist, when you're in that prone position and they're doing the work, like your mouth salivates, right? So you need suction. So the only problem I had, like I said, there was no pain, but I had to like swallow the whole time because the suction wasn't good enough. And it's kind of it can be a panicky kind of feeling, that where because instinctively your body wants to swallow. But I couldn't do it, so it was the only issue. But that's nothing to complain about, that's for sure. Like I said, I've had a lot of teeth pulled, and I have never had I mean, I literally didn't feel anything. In fact, so she put the numbing gel on. In the first shots she gave me, I didn't even know that she'd given me the shots. She gave me 2 sets, and I felt neither one of them. But that's how good she was. Like, just very gentle and went very slow. Anyway, my that side of my face is still numb, like my lips. It's such a weird feeling. Yeah, I'm just glad that tooth is gone. It couldn't be saved. And the last time I was in there, which was 2 months ago, she told me about this particular tooth. She's like, because they did the x-rays on it, she's like, this tooth is, the infection or the cavity is right on the barrier of the line where the gum is. She goes, that it could get really serious and really painful. And that's the problem I had with the first tooth I had pulled in there. It was unbearably painful because the infection had gone into the nerve, that barrier or whatever. So that's why I was kind of surprised that they wanted to do the cleaning with that tooth, as risky as it is. I don't know. So the other 2 that I have, they're okay. Like, one of them was a cap that broke off, so that was actually kind of closed off. The other one is just broken off, but it sounds weird, but there's actually not a cavity in it. Because, believe it or not, I do take very good care of my teeth. Well, I brush them very well, especially these last 6-7 years. It wasn't always the case, but so the ones that need to come out, believe it or not, there's no cavities on them. There's not enough of the tooth left to be saved. But they will eventually be a problem. But anyway, I guess the point is, at my next visit, I guess I'll just opt for the cleaning if that's what they want to do. So. All right, we got about 8 minutes left here, I believe. I think I got the pick. And we're just... well, maybe I haven't. I think what I'm doing is I'm just farming coyotes and buzzards until some of those mobs pop back up. Here's the gnome I was talking about.
How's it hanging? How are you?
He's targeting me here, but tried to wave out of there. He's probably just like, what the hell is this? Why is this guy naked? I was checking right there to see if he had waved or anything. Anyway, today for me is Tuesday the 21st. This comes out on the 22nd. I just realized I have another appointment tomorrow I forgot about. Just noticed it on the calendar. With my, I'm going back to check in with the psychiatrist about some medicine and stuff like that, which I stopped taking because of the side effects. We'll see what she has to say about it. Maybe there's some other way to manage stuff going on. Let's see. Oh, I can smell that pizza. I haven't eaten at all today. It's almost 3:30. Just going to let it cool off as much as possible. It just says to eat soft foods, so they said stuff like soup, so I mean, I don't see how soup can be much worse than... Well, I can see how pizza would be worse than soup, but I don't have any soup. No. I guess I could put it in the blender and liquefy it. Yeah, pizza smoothie. Mm-hmm. Gross. Oh, we're getting the furry manes from those coyotes. Yeah, I think it is the femurs that we need from the cats. Mark that mob up, that little patrol over there to our left. There's 3 mobs there, and I think they're level 38. At least one of them is. Also, so I realized when I ran in here, I didn't use the mount. We've been without it for so long, I've kind of forgot that I fucking had it. So this whole episode, I'm just running back and forth. I think we hearth back to Bagnon, though. Didn't actually occur to me till just now when I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I watched this show, and I had already seen it, but I just watched it again. It's called War Sailor. It's Norwegian, I believe. It's only 3 episodes. It's a great show. It's really, it basically, it portrays this guy and his family and this guy's best friend and some other Norwegians from basically 38 to 44, 40 to 44 really, World War II. The Germans came in to Norway and didn't work out well. I think it worked out to 9 out of 10 Norwegians that were with the Allies died. And I think 70% of their warships, I mean, it was unbelievable. Not all of them were their specific warships, but the ships they were on were mostly Norwegian. Pretty moving story. But yeah, I think it's on Netflix if you're looking for something to watch. I guess it depends on what you're into. A lot of people are into just kind of like, entertainment, comedy, action type stuff. It's really not my thing. I like something a little bit more, substantial, hard-hitting. I do like the whodunits, though. I do like the murder mystery stuff if it's done well. I enjoy those, but I'm just not somebody, and I've never been like, if it's got Chris Rock well, I can't really say that about Chris Rock because I've seen him do some serious stuff. But if it's got The Rock in it, man, or Kevin Hart, I just can't. I don't know what it is about that type of movie. I don't know. They're just not funny or entertaining to me. Just a personal preference. But I saw Chris Rock do, I watched this series. I actually really enjoyed it.
Well done.
God, I'm not going to be able to remember what it was called, but he played like a gangster or something, He did a good job. But I think that's hard to do as an actor. If you've been like typecast in certain types of roles, I think it's very difficult to like do a serious role. And that might just be casting choices. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. Once people associate you with it's kind of like Jack Black, right? I mean, Jack Black has done some more serious roles, but
off with you.
I don't know. You've probably never seen Jack Black in like a dramatic, romantic, or
Be good.
He's played characters based on real people. That's for sure. But usually he's wild and crazy, man. Anyway, this is it. Like I said, I had to make it a short episode. But I shouldn't be having to voice over anymore with the.
What can I do for you?
with the tooth pain here because should be good to go. So anyway, I'm just going to sell up a few things here. That mace that we got rewarded from that quest. Oh my god. I just effing realized oh my god, I thought it was on the Iron Man. That mace was so good. I can't believe I sold it. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Take care. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Farewell.